Jeanie, Jeanie, the colourful world of Jeanie.
I'm going to tell you about the Rooftop Slide. Now, I came from a big family, a bit unruly. My eldest brother was, he had a sort of rebel streak, and you may have heard of other aspects of his life about these escapades, and the naughtier the better. I think he wasn't a naughty boy, but he just wanted to be outstandingly almost, well, he wanted to disrupt. That was his favourite thing, to disrupt. And he wanted fun, but if it was naughty fun, it sort of made it a bit more exciting. Well, he'd thought about this for some time, I think, but one day he woke us up, and it was about 5 in the morning, and he said, come and look what I've got, look what I've done. And he'd opened his bedroom window, and outside the bedroom window was a little outhouse built with the roof just below his window. And then past that was, you could see the garden, the lawn. Well, not exactly a lawn, but it was a lovely grassy garden. And he said, and he got some doormats. And he said, just watch what I do. And we watched him climb out of the window in his pyjamas, and we were all in our pyjamas, climbed out of the window and sat on the doormat, slid down the tiles, and down at the gutter he'd got another big, long builder's plank right down onto the grass. And he got onto that with the doormat and slid fast down into the garden with his hair flying. It was amazing. And I thought, wow, that's quite something, you know. So I thought, well, I must have a go at this. And I climbed out of the window, and he'd given us all a doormat. I got on my doormat, slid down the slide, down the slates to the gutter, and then there was the second part of the journey, this very long, smooth plank. Got down on the plank, and down I went, whee, right down to the bottom, onto the grass. And then I ran up, and by then my younger brother, had done the same. And so, and George, the eldest, the ringleader, definitely the ringleader, he had come up and he wanted another go. So we just kept on doing this. It's about 5 in the morning. And we had a big garden. Past the garden was the opposite house with the back view of their house. And their garden joined our garden with a fence between. And there were quite a lot of houses along in the row backing onto our garden, that they would be able to see that. And I think really we made a bit of a commotion, because we'd be squealing and whizzing and hair flying and sliding out of a window. And I mean, most people knew that there was a big family living in this house, and they must have thought, oh my gosh, there must be an awful lot of children in that family, because there must be a fire or something, because they're all escaping out of the window and squealing. And we did this for quite a while. My parents slept. Of course, these things happen while parents sleep. I'm sure other parents might nod their head. And eventually we were probably stopped. I can't remember, but all I remember is the fun of doing it, and the commotion we must have given to the houses opposite, who couldn't believe their eyes. I don't know what happened really, but it's worth telling you about. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.
colourful, mysterious world, the wonderful, colourful, mysterious world, the wonderful world of Jeanie.